Hey everybody, it's the Gorillas fan here. So, a couple of things happened to me recently. Number one is that I finally got my picture with Janet Varney. For those of you who don't know, Janet Varney is the voice of Korra in the Nickelodeon show Legend of Korra. And I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you guys. So, hope you like it. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's move on to Bird in the Hoof, which pretty much has the biggest slap in the face of an ending for the entire season. Anyways, the episode starts with Fluttershy tending to her animals. Uh, Angel comes in, her rabbit, and tells her that she's late for a very important date. Anyways, the date that she's late for is a brunch for Princess Celestia over at Sugar Cube Corner. And, as you could imagine, everybody is nervous, because this is the princess we're talking about. And as it turns out, the princess is a bit of a prankster. She'll pretend to sip from her teacup, and Mr. and Mrs. Cake will keep pouring tea into her cup until it overfills. Just little light stuff like that. But Fluttershy gets to talk to Princess Celestia a bit, and it's here that we are introduced to Princess Celestia's bird, Philomena. She's ugly as hell and looks like she's about to croak. So Fluttershy, seizing an opportunity after Princess Celestia leaves for another important meeting, decides to take the bird and raise it back to health. There's people who do this on a larger scale in real life, like, say, leaving a dog in a car with the windows closed on a hot sunny day. The right thing to do would be to take the dog out of the car and report it to the police. So, technically, if this episode didn't have the big slap in the face at the end that I was telling you about, then Fluttershy would morally be right to take the bird in the episode. So once Philomena is brought back to Fluttershy's cottage, she does everything in her book to try to make sure the bird is healthy again. But nothing is working. And at one point, we even get a little bit where Fluttershy tries to sing the My Little Pony theme with Philomena, which at first is charming since she's singing it with another bird, but it gets gross when Philomena barfs in her face. So anyways, Twilight comes in and she sees the bird and gets all nervous mode. And things get even worse when the guards come by saying that they're looking for the bird. And Twilight and Fluttershy say, nope, there's no bird here, trying to hide Philomena. And the guards leave, because, they're dumb. And they're British guard stereotypes. Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. Anyways, Twilight asks what Fluttershy was doing to raise the bird back to health. And she does everything but much worse. Yeah, Twilight can't take care of animals to save her own life. So, eventually the bird escapes, and Twilight and Fluttershy try to chase it around with another Benny Hill montage. And they end up running into their friends, asking where the bird is. And sure enough, the bird is right on top of a fountain that they're right by. And, of course, the bird is pretty much ready to die. In fact, it's got the cartoony X's in its eyes. It's ready to die. Now remember that big slap in the face? Well, here it is, folks. The bird falls, Fluttershy tries to catch it, but it bursts into flames, and it lands in her hooves in a pile of ash. And Fluttershy is so depressed by this that she is ready to cry. So Princess Celestia comes by asking what's going on. Twilight and Fluttershy try to compete for the blame, but Fluttershy ends up admitting that she took Philomena without asking, and she died. But, as it turns out, Celestia's pet bird is more than a bird. It's a phoenix. For those of you who don't know, a phoenix is a mythical bird that can rise from the ashes whenever it dies. And all this time it was pulling a prank on Fluttershy. And Fluttershy learns the lesson that it's wrong to take from other people without asking. So, what is wrong with this episode? That slap in the face of an ending. It would have been better if it was established earlier in the episode that it was a phoenix, so to avoid confusion. But oh my god, this episode just makes you want to go out and stab somebody. I mean, really? What were they thinking? But is it really all that bad? Not really. I mean, the Fluttershy moments were, of course, adorable. And she at least learned her lesson at the end, unlike Showstoppers. So that's something. Anyways, that's Bird and the Hoof. Join me next time for the Cutie Mark Chronicles. And until then, this is the Gorillas fan signing out.